The year is 1945. The world stands at a pivotal moment in history. World War II, a conflict that engulfed the globe in unprecedented destruction, has finally come to an end. The war has left a scarred landscape, with cities reduced to rubble and millions of lives lost. The Allied powers, led by the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union, stand victorious over the Axis powers. However, beneath the surface of this victory, the seeds of a new conflict are already being sown. The unity that brought these nations together is beginning to unravel. Europe, once a tapestry of vibrant nations, lies in ruins. Its cities are shattered, its economies devastated, and its people are struggling to rebuild their lives amidst the wreckage. The United States, relatively unscathed by the war's physical destruction, emerges as a global superpower. Its economy is booming, its military might unmatched, and its influence spreading across the globe. American soldiers return home to a hero's welcome, and the nation looks forward to a future of prosperity and leadership. On the other side of the shattered continent, the Soviet Union, having endured unimaginable losses, emerges from the conflict with a newfound sense of strength and determination. The Soviet people, having sacrificed so much, are filled with a sense of pride and resilience. The Red Army, now a symbol of Soviet power, parades through the streets, showcasing their military might. The wartime alliance between these two ideological rivals begins to fray. Tense discussions between US and Soviet leaders reveal deep-seated mistrust and fundamentally different visions for the post-war world. The division of Berlin into Soviet and American sectors becomes a symbol of the growing rift. The United States, championing democracy and capitalism, seeks to contain the spread of communism. Viewing it as a threat to freedom and stability, the US embarks on a mission to promote its values and protect its interests. American propaganda posters warn against the dangers of communism, and the US military presence in Europe serves as a bulwark against Soviet expansion. The Soviet Union, under the iron grip of Joseph Stalin, seeks to expand its influence and promote communist ideology. Stalin's speeches rally the Soviet people, and propaganda posters extol the virtues of communism as the path to equality and justice. The Red Army, parading through Moscow, symbolizes the Soviet Union's determination to spread its ideology. As the two superpowers solidify their spheres of influence in Europe, the stage is set for a new kind of conflict, a silent standoff that would come to be known as the Cold War. The division of Berlin, the influence over Eastern European countries, and the formation of military alliances like NATO and the Warsaw Pact all contribute to the growing tension. It was a war fought not on traditional battlefields with tanks and troops, but in the shadows. Propaganda, espionage, and the ever-present threat of nuclear annihilation defined this era. Spies exchanged secrets in dark alleys, propaganda posters fueled fear and suspicion, and the world lived under the constant shadow of a nuclear threat. The Cold War had begun, setting the stage for decades of tension and competition between the two superpowers. At its core, the Cold War was an ideological battle between two fundamentally opposed systems of governance and economic organization: capitalism and communism. This conflict wasn't just about military might or territorial control. It was a struggle for the hearts and minds of people around the world. The United States, a beacon of individual liberty and free markets, stood as the champion of capitalism. This ideology emphasized personal freedom, democratic governance, and economic opportunity. This system, based on private ownership and the pursuit of profit, promised prosperity and freedom of choice. The American dream was built on the idea that anyone, regardless of background, could achieve success through hard work and determination. The Soviet Union, on the other hand, advocated for communism, a system that sought to create a classless society where the means of production were owned and controlled by the state. This ideology aimed to eliminate the disparities between the rich and the poor. Communism, in theory, promised equality and an end to exploitation, but often came at the expense of individual freedoms and political dissent. The state maintained strict control over many aspects of life, from the economy to personal expression. These competing ideologies created a deep chasm between the two superpowers, fueling mistrust and shaping their actions on the world stage. The Cold War was marked by a series of proxy wars, espionage, and a relentless arms race. The United States, fearing the domino effect of communist expansion, adopted a policy of containment, seeking to prevent the spread of communism beyond its existing borders. This policy led to American involvement in conflicts such as the Korean War and the Vietnam War. The Soviet Union, suspicious of Western intentions, tightened its grip on Eastern Europe, establishing satellite states and erecting the infamous Iron Curtain that divided the continent. This division not only separated East from West but also families and friends, creating a lasting impact on the lives of millions. The threat of nuclear war loomed large over the entire period, with both sides amassing vast arsenals of weapons capable of global destruction. This constant state of tension and the ever-present fear of annihilation defined the Cold War era. Ultimately, the Cold War came to an end with the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, but the legacy of this ideological clash continues to shape international relations to this day. The development and use of atomic bombs during World War II cast a long shadow over the Cold War, forever altering the course of history and international relations. The sheer destructive power of these weapons was unlike anything the world had ever seen, and their existence created a pervasive sense of fear and uncertainty. This ushered in an era of unprecedented danger and uncertainty. The United States, initially the sole possessor of nuclear weapons, found itself in a position of immense power but also great responsibility. The balance of power was delicate, and the stakes were incredibly high. However, this balance was soon disrupted as the Soviet Union successfully tested its own atomic bomb in 1949, marking the beginning of a terrifying arms race. Both superpowers poured vast resources into developing increasingly powerful and destructive weapons, each striving to outdo the other in a bid for nuclear superiority. The arms race led to the creation of massive stockpiles of nuclear weapons, with each side amassing enough firepower to destroy the world many times over. The world watched with bated breath as the nuclear stockpiles grew, knowing that a single miscalculation or act of aggression could lead to unimaginable consequences. Public fear was palpable, and governments around the world conducted nuclear drills to prepare their citizens for the worst. The Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, highlighting the very real dangers of the nuclear arms race. The crisis began when the Soviet Union, seeking to counter the American nuclear presence in Turkey, began installing nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida. This bold move was a direct challenge to American dominance in the Western Hemisphere and escalated tensions to a fever pitch. The discovery of these missiles by American surveillance planes triggered a tense 13-day standoff between the two superpowers. The world watched anxiously as the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a high-stakes game of brinkmanship. President John F. Kennedy, facing unimaginable pressure, ordered a naval blockade of Cuba, vowing to prevent Soviet ships carrying additional missiles from reaching the island. This decisive action was fraught with risk, as any misstep could have led to a full-scale nuclear war. The world held its breath as Soviet ships approached the blockade line, the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. The tension was palpable, and the outcome uncertain. Would the Soviet ships turn back, or would they force a confrontation that could lead to global catastrophe? In the end, diplomacy prevailed. Through intense negotiations and back-channel communications, the two superpowers managed to reach a peaceful resolution. The Soviet Union agreed to remove the missiles from Cuba in exchange for a U.S. pledge not to invade the island and a secret agreement to remove American missiles from Turkey. This resolution marked a turning point in the Cold War, demonstrating the power of diplomacy and the importance of communication in averting disaster. The Cuban Missile Crisis remains a stark reminder of the dangers of nuclear proliferation and the need for continued efforts to promote peace and stability in a nuclear-armed world. The Cold War was a time of secrets and shadows, a battleground where information was as valuable as any weapon. Both the United States and the Soviet Union invested heavily in espionage, creating vast intelligence networks to gather information, spread propaganda, and undermine their adversaries. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, in the United States, and the Komitet Gosudarstvenoi Bezopasnosti, KGB, in the Soviet Union, became synonymous with Cold War espionage, their covert operations shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. From the streets of Berlin to the jungles of Vietnam, spies operating in the shadows played a crucial role in shaping the course of the Cold War. They infiltrated governments, stole secrets, and engaged in sabotage and assassination attempts, their actions often having far-reaching consequences. The Cold War espionage game was a dangerous one, fraught with double agents, betrayals, and high-stakes deceptions. The stories of these spies, often shrouded in secrecy for decades, offer a glimpse into the shadowy world of Cold War intelligence gathering and the lengths to which both sides were willing to go to gain an advantage over their adversary.